Espinosa Wasabi. Uh, Lazona? Espinosa Lazona. Anyway, Wasabi. Yeah, names. Clear, concise, obviously. Right? Right. Hey, everybody, maybe looking this is Cigar blog. Okay, so Espinosa has this particular interesting looking little candela here, which hopefully does not actually taste like wasabi. I'm thinking I just went with that because green, right? Yes, phone. We totally want to focus on the grass. Okay. What is it about me and robots and nothing likes to cooperate? Okay, so aside from this being a candela and from being from Espinosa, apparently Espinosa is a Florida company, I think. At least that's what I was trying to look up. I was trying to look up to figure out whether or not this was called Lazona Wasabi or Wasabi Lazona, or, what is Lazona? Provided it'll actually focus. Why is that on there? Anyway, end of the day, it doesn't matter. What matters is how's it taste. And whether or not I can actually get it cut and lit right. Yep. Oh my. Okay, we have a little bit of a construction detail here. The actual Habano cap is a separate piece. The regular rest of the cigar is, in fact, entirely candela. Interesting. Not too sure why they did that. Although I guess that's kind of how, you make something like that. You kind of can't really just, whip them together. Because it kind of doesn't work, right? Well, anyway. I don't actually roll cigars, so I just scorch the hell out of them. Straight away, you get a little bit of that candela note, that kind of vegetal, grassy quality. There's also a little bit of sweet, clean tobacco. It's very clean tasting, which is kind of interesting. All right, so decent enough start. I'm going to go ahead and get this down at the first stage, see if anything wakes up. Okay, so pretty decent inch in. First thing I've noticed is that there is a definite pepperiness, a little piquant spiciness. I want to say a little on the peppery side, but there's definitely a spicy note. And it's one of those notes that kind of hits you in the back of the throat. Let's see if I can get away from the noisy traffic, kind of. And instead into the echoey tunnel, because reasons. Anyway. There's definitely spiciness, that kind of sweet grassy note from the candela. Retrohale is pretty neutral. Yeah, basically just double down on whatever he's getting in the mouth. Which is very clean, very light. Honestly, borderline on a little too light. But anyway, so far, it seems to be going rather interestingly. Okay, look at that. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there is kind of a neat little bit of the construction here. It kind of makes sense that they would end up layering this last little cap on here. But you can see where they had that little suture, as it were. So kind of interesting. They obviously rolled the standard full-length candela. Then we went to wrap it and cap it. They cut off that one little cap piece and stuck that on there. So hopefully this is not going to end up being an issue when it comes to structural stability. I had to think of exactly what term I was trying to use there. Okay, anyway, I'm going to get this down to the halfway point and see if anything wakes up or changes. Hopefully that pepperiness will die down. Anywho, yeah, see you at the halfway. Okay, got a pretty decent halfway point here. Fortunately, very quickly the peppery notes died out really quickly. Now it's basically just straight candela. You get that kind of slightly sweet grassy note. I want to say there's maybe a touch of spice still in it. Retrohale is just more of the same. Overall, not bad. Definitely pleasant. This doesn't really stand out, you know? Nothing was really grabbing you by the throat, as it were. But anyway, bring it right along. So that's just it, you know. It's been good, but not wow, you know. It is. It isn't bad. It isn't great. It is, you know. It's a candela. I keep wanting to say something else, but that's like that. That's it. It's got that kind of slightly sweet grassy note. Occasionally touches a little bit of spice. Yeah, just slightly sweet. Pleasant. Unobtrusive. That's probably the best thing I can say right there. Unobtrusive. You can smoke this while talking to somebody and just enjoy it, without having to worry about it like interrupting a conversation with something. At least that's my take so far. I'm going to go ahead and take the band off of here, get this down on the nub, and see if anything changes or does something different. Or intensifies. Hopefully something will intensify. Anyway, let me get back to the nub. Okay. Thank you, loud vehicle. Well, down the nub here. Flavor so far has been pretty consistent. Light, sweet. Start off a little peppery. Past the first inch, pepperiness dies down. And after the halfway point, all spice completely dies out, like 100%. And it ends up just being light, sweet, slightly grassy. Overall, very pleasant. That's it. One of those cigars that's good, but doesn't really stand out in any meaningful way, you know? If you like candelas, not a bad choice. That said, you could probably look for a little bit more, I kind of want to say like a more dedicated brand for a candela. But I don't know anybody that actually specializes in green cigars. But anyway, for the price, definitely worth checking out if you're into candelas. If you're not into candelas, this is probably not going to make you a convert. But overall, just a nice, light, pleasant cigar. I'm going to say this is probably a better cigar for a hotter day, because right now that breeze is getting cold. Also, there's a lot of geese. Like, a lot. And I am wondering where my birdshot is. Anyway, it is starting to get dark and cold, so I'm going to wrap this up and get out of here. Ooh. Also, there was some serious clouds walking in. But anyway, not much else to say. Just a nice, light, unobtrusive, overall pleasant cigar. Not anything that really stands out, but not anything that's going to end up making you gag either. So, I guess you can take that for however you want. Anyway, not much else to say. Other than if you like this review and you get the review, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know if you had a different experience. Beyond that, yeah, I stream on Twitch. Sunday to Friday night, 2 p.m. I gotta stop advertising that. That's just kind of completely separate now. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. I'll see you next time.